First, I'd like to thank everyone for coming today for this wonderful grand opening. I'd like to thank Paul Sansone, which I'll be introducing shortly, John McCormick, the mayor, also John Im and his team from Mazda. They've been very helpful in putting together this wonderful, wonderful facility. And I'd like to thank everyone from Mazda for helping us out with this event, and also all the contractors and all the other workers that were part of this that made this happen. So what I'd like to do is to turn it over to Paul Sansone to let him talk about and speak about what he's doing and about more about the Mazda showroom and our goals and what we're hoping to do. So let me turn it over to Paul. Paul?
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, John. It's an exciting day for me. This is about 4 years in the process between John from Mazda pushing me to get it done and me working with the contractors and the designers to design this beautiful building. The facility is second to none, in my opinion. We have, our plans are that we're going to be doing at least 35% more in business. I think the facility will sell itself, and with the cooperation from Mazda, it's a wonderful car, by the way, and it's one of the luxury cars that have to be shown more and more, and once the people buy them, they will be more satisfied, and they will be telling their friends and neighbors. What we try to do is we try to make sure they're happy in service. Our service facility is completely redone and for the convenience of our consumer. The fact is that my grandson, Stephen Sansone, is my general manager here, and he promised me faithfully that he was going to work his back off. I was going to say another word, but I feel that he understands me and I understand him. He has as big of an ego as I have. So he's going to follow through and make sure it happens. I'm positive of that. I couldn't be more proud of our contractor. Where are they? Glenn, I'm sorry. And IBM. Now, I'm sorry. L2M is our contractor, and they deserve a round of applause, actually. The man on the spot every day is on our staff is Rich Liebler, who was here with the contractor every day, and me pushing him to get it done. And believe it or not, our target date was September 15th, and we finished it only 5 days later, which was a very, very great and aggressive projection. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone that is participating and was participating in helping me achieve my goals. So I'm very proud today to present this beautiful building to the consumer as well as the Mazda representatives that are here. With that, I'm so happy that our mayor is here. He's a friend, and his assistant, his chief of staff, Carol Ehrlich, and Marta, I see, is here. And these are people that are dedicated to, they're dedicated to Woodbridge, but certainly here to help the Sansone organization continue to grow, and they don't give us much in obstacles. So I would like to thank them for the job they've done for us, and I'd like to introduce our mayor, Mr. John McCormick.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here for what seems like my annual trip to Sansone. Either Paul's got a new line of cars coming in or renovating an old line of cars coming in, or he's having some kind of charitable function. But I've been mayor almost 11 years, and I think I've been here once a year for something that you've done. I can actually say I started thinking about it, thinking about all that Paul does for our township, and I can't come up with anybody who does more. in terms of a monetary and resource contribution, whether it's the Salvation Army, whether it's sponsoring our concert series, whether it's the food drives, and more important recently, a major contribution toward a program to get jobs for returning veterans. Everybody knows the issues that returning veterans face. Their biggest issue, aside from the mental issues, is finding employment, which frequently causes the mental issues, and it's a very difficult situation for them. But Paul has dedicated $250,000 toward that effort in Woodbridge Township. We've had some very good success stories there. He actually also rededicated a portion of that money toward our opioid crisis. We have coaches we send to hospitals when people get saved by Narcan. We try to talk to the victims and get them the proper treatment, get them the counseling they need. It's a major effort here in Woodbridge and in Middlesex County and in the state of New Jersey. And as usual, Paul's at the forefront of that. So I want to just thank Paul for his involvement for, what is it, 50, how many years? 50-something? 56 years in Woodbridge Township here. He's a great corporate citizen. He's got our support. You heard him thank Carol and Marta. My right arm, my left arm, they're the two that make things happen for economic development all over town. And when people need something to get done quick, they need inspections, they need permits, these two make it happen. So I just want to say how proud I am of Paul and the job he does in Woodbridge. We're thrilled that he's here. We hope he opens up more stores. Maybe someday when you can buy the prison and turn that into 12 other. There's got to be. 12 other. Is there any brand you don't have? I can't think of any brands you don't have. But I really appreciate the job he does here in Woodbridge Township, and we're happy to help him in any way we possibly can. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you, John.
Mr. Sansone, on behalf of everyone at Mazda, it's my pleasure and honor to present you with our 25-year anniversary plaque. You've been a good business partner with us for 25 years, but more importantly, you've been a pillar of this community, and we're very proud to be associated with the Sansone Auto Group. So thank you.
Thank you.
And we have another one for you. I think Mr. Sansone was exaggerating about my influence on him doing this building because, as he stated, he doesn't do anything he doesn't want to do. And so I knew he wanted to do the building. I just had to ease the path here. So this is a plaque from our Chief Executive Officer, Masahiro Moro. Again, thank you so much for your investment in Mazda and your commitment to the brand. I think Mr. Sansone and the entire group here embodies our brand values. We're all about enriching people's lives. And from all of the comments that were made today, it's clear that you've been a real pillar here. You've done this for your employees. I know that was one of the main things that you said, why you wanted to do this building. And you've invested in this community, and you've helped out our veterans. So thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.